So you guys like zombies? Alright, let's see how much you know. How do you kill a zombie? And what do zombies eat? And what do you do if there's an earthquake? Yeah, exactly. You see, when the zombie apocalypse happens, we're ready. Anything else happens, we're screwed. This is a song from the point of view of a zombie in a world where zombies are a part of everyday life and have apparently taken up gangster rap as a hobby.
Swallow and wallow in the screams and cries. If you have a gun, go ahead and try to run. We won't stop eating until everyone dies. Another zombie on the prowl, got a permanent scowl from my decomposed jowl. You should see my exposed bowel and varicose veins. My remains giving meals with the victim's face. There's no pain, that's just not for me when I eat. Some days I prefer to give shakes down the street. So my life is expired, I get whatever's desired. Maybe they can run faster, but I never get tired. I'm gone a day, yeah, you know we ain't playing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You may be surprised, but yes, I will lead your eyes. And I'll take them supersized with a soda and fries. Rip it off heads so far, eating up everyone. Swallow and wallow with the screams and cries. It's you that you have a gun, go ahead and try to run. We won't stop eating until everyone dies. The cemetery's been very good to me. It should be, in fact, it's like a hood to me. Zombies in the mausoleum where you see them all stalking, rising from the crypt, so we call it crypt walking. Ain't no other zombie mad as me, or mad as me, who is as much glad as me. Since I got the curse, now I can shoot like a geyser. You say autopsy, I say appetizer. Brains all I made, cause plain, of course you'll give me yours, or I'll just take them out thoughts out like a raw. The prettiest sight I ever saw was when she showed me how to suck them out your ears through a straw. Ripping off eggs for fun, eating up everyone. Swallow and wallow in the screams and cries. It's cute that you have a gun, go ahead and try to run. We won't stop eating until everyone dies. Now rip off your arms and throw them in the air, and toss them all around like you really don't care. And if you feel like eating out tonight, somebody say, pray! Oh yeah, now kick it MC Fleshy Fresh. Compensation for the complimentary stitches. I'll take it anywhere and you can make a new hole. A little necrophilia is good for the soul. Let me remind, it's hard to find a girl with a knife behind it like you for your mind. She might bite your face, but she just wants a taste, cause her brain is a terrible thing to waste. You'll never know how far we go. If you kill me, I come back like Mario. So don't try unless you wanna die, which is fine with me, cause I could really use something to eat. Ripping off heads for fun, eating up everyone. Swallow and wallow with the screams and cries. It's cute that you have a gun, go ahead and try to run. We won't stop eating until everyone dies.
Thank you.
So you are?
I am Devo Spice.
And you used to be?
I used to be a part of a group called Sudden Death, although the group was basically just me because I like to fool myself into thinking that I was a group.
Okay. And you're a comedy musician, is that right?
I am a comedy rapper, yes.
Okay.
A lot of people like to make the distinction between musician and rapper. I'm not one of those people because I can actually play some instruments. But yeah, I'm a comedy rapper. I say that because I can't sing.
Do you primarily listen to rap in your free time?
Yes, I do. I listen to 3 genres of music. I listen to rap, I listen to comedy, and regardless of what genre it is, and I listen to death metal. So it's a nice mixture. My iPod on shuffle is very entertaining.
I bet.
Does anyone know why songs get stuck in your head? Have we studied this as a society? We have scientists out there studying the behavioral patterns of homosexual seagulls. You would think that somewhere out there is a government grant to figure out why people in this day and age are still being tormented by the Theme to Three's company. Come and knock on our door. explanation I've got is that it's punishment from God. I mean, think about it.
Oh, been coveting thy neighbor's wife, eh? Here, this is the love theme from Titanic. Suck on that for the next 2 weeks.
I had a song that was so notorious, it would get stuck in my head if someone so much as mentioned the movie it came from. But I found the cure. All you have to do is write a song about it. So those of you who aren't songwriters, I can't help you.
To my surprise, there's something seriously wrong, cause my brain doesn't loop when it gets to the end. I hear a verse and then a chorus and it starts right up again. I sing it in the shower and then when I dry my hair I look sexy when I sing it in my worn out underwear. The song's still going strong as I'm looking on my new suit. At breakfast when I sang I nearly choked on a Fruit Loop. Finally it fades away as I prepare to leave. I breathe a sigh of relief, my brain is finally at ease. I get in my car, turn the key and away we go. And guess what song is playing on the radio? I get to work and I see my buddy Craig, but he backs away and looks at me as if I got the plague. Cause I'm singing out loud, I'm a dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Make it stop, going to do something humble to you. Make it stop, dear God, make it stop. What the song is doing to you. Still going. The song will never stop bothering you. I can't take it. You'll be singing this for all eternity. Will someone please explain why my brain tends to crash and repeat the same refrain like a record with a scratch? Thankfully it's just me who gets to hear the song's persistence. Otherwise ASCAP would likely sue me out of existence. It's called an earworm when the song goes on and on because it burrows into your brain like the wrath of Khan. Even songs that you enjoy become annoying over time. I've even started to hate a few songs of mine. Yeah, me too. What? Never mind, dude. Anyway, I'm still humming that same dumb song from yesterday. I wanna cry. Will someone please explain to me why I'm singing Jingle Bell Rock through the middle of July? So now I'm getting desperate. This is driving me insane. It's like the song is trying to burrow a hole into my brain. I gotta get it out before my cerebellum warps. So now my only recourse is Cannibal Corpse.
That is so much better.
How long have you been doing this?
Since I was 13, so you can do the math.
No, I can't.
I'll be 40 in February.
Oh, okay.
Which is far too old to be rapping, but I'm one of those people who doesn't know when to quit. So I'm just going to keep doing it.
How many CDs have you put out?
Let's see. I put out 7 under the name Sudden Death, and then 1 as Devo Spice. I've put out 34 Fump compilations. I put out a Technobabble compilation, and I produced one of the first. I didn't produce it. I was involved in one of the very first internet compilations ever, called the Alt Rap Unsigned Tape, back in 1992.
Nice. Back
before there was even a World Wide Web. Back when everything was Usenet news groups. And I also produced one for the Rec Music Dementia news group called Info Highway Roadkill.
So you have been doing this for a while.
Yes, I've been doing this for a while.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Anywhere I can. I tend to write songs about things that I really, really like or things that I really, really hate. It's the stuff in the middle that doesn't give me any material.
Now, you do some parodies and some originals.
Yeah. I'm finding it harder to do parodies because I don't listen to the radio anymore, so I'm not really sure what's popular. So basically when it gets to the point where I decide I want to do a parody, I go to iTunes and I look at the top 10 and I listen to them, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Ooh, that's got potential, you know. I go through it like that.
I hear you're more popular than Kanye West. Is that correct?
For about an hour, I was more popular than Kanye West. Yes.
How did that happen?
Last year, I released an album called Gnome Sane, and I had all my fans do an iTunes rush where they bought the album on iTunes on the day it came out. The idea was, this is an idea I stole from some of my author friends that do this on Amazon.com. Everyone buys it at the same time and pushes it up the chart. So I wanted to see if it would work on iTunes. So I had everyone buy it on iTunes on the day it came out, and it worked. I made it to number 28 on the hip hop charts on iTunes on the day it came out. So I have a screenshot of my album at 28 and Kanye West at 32.
Nice.
Which was awesome.
I made it up to number 28 on the hip hop charts on iTunes. I actually have a screenshot of my album at number 28 and Kanye West at 32. Check it out. And I know that only happened for like an hour, but damn it, it happened and I got proof. So, got any video game players in the house? I love video games. But I've noticed that the games today aren't quite as much fun as they were when I was a kid. Now, granted, when I was a kid, the games only had 2 colors and the only sound effect was to synthesize. But that's all it took. And back then it took a team of programmers 2 weeks to properly program that, so we were lucky to have it. Back then, gameplay mattered, you know? Nowadays, everything is either a bad game based on a bad movie, or a collection of bad party games, you know? Beer pong for the Wii. All the fun of waving your arm around like a dork, without any of that pesky alcohol to get in the way. But here's a song about a game that got the gameplay right, and still holds up to this day.
The girl that I stayed with, toys big, small, me, begging to be played with. Jump up in and I make a run for. The nearest dog gate bug to the front door. I hear it, got a track down. Ooh, I see it in the back now. I obey it, sit the coin orders. Money no problem, pocket full of quarters. I hear it beeping, I can see it in the corner. Wanna caress the yellow decals that adorn her. Maybe I'll take it home and hide it near my porno. And possibly play it naked. Stand back, I'm playing Pac-Man. I'll play some more Pac-Man. Money on the store, Pac-Man. Screw on the floor, Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man. I'll play for days, Pac-Man. I'll play for days, Pac-Man. Practice days, Pac-Man.
Oh, looks like another dumb sequel. They'll never equal the classic Pac-Man game. Baby Pac, Super Pac, what's next? Grandma and Grandpa, Pac-Man, man, that's lame. Ghost chase them all around the light blue walls. Need a power pellet, now they got blue balls. Wondering how he even moves at all, or how much he can eat before nature calls. Cleared that stage, didn't think I could do it. Gonna try the next one, nothing to it. Inky and Blinky got me on the run, and Pinky, oh, no, the other one. But there's a door to the right, and I sneak away. Come back on the left, now I'm on my way. It defies the laws of business, but I can't complain, because I live to play again another day. Pac-Man!
I'll play each day so that my game will keep improving. Someday I'll figure out just how the ghosts are moving. Can't wait to see the big budget live action movie with Richard Simmons as Pinky and Patrick Stewart as Pac-Man. I'll make a board, Pac-Man. I like the door, Pac-Man. My wife is sore, Pac-Man. Ask asshole right now, Pac-Man. I see that blob, Pac-Man. My nipples drop, Pac-Man. I lost my child, Pac-Man.
Games today, they got high-def graphics, real-time 3D, looking fantastic, accurate physics, rumble controllers, sex and violence, and still these games all suck! Seriously, what the heck? They play just like a train wreck. They can't compete with this yellow circle.
I play it every time I'm hanging out at the mall. It's on my cell phone, so I play whenever I call. Maybe I'll have the rum implanted in my eyeball, so that I'm always playing. Cause damn, I love that Pac-Man. Big yellow hair, Pac-Man. No blood is shed, Pac-Man. No hookers dead, Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man. Can't play no more, Pac-Man. They locked the door, Pac-Man. Your mom's a whore! Let me your cat! I wanna play Pac-Man!
Dude, you're totally obsessed. Worm Quartet, ladies and gentlemen. People be over here to do the rocking with the mic with the thing.
So Devo, what about cupcakes?
Cupcakes! I started this project called Ridiculous Raps, where I started asking my fans to, give me a ridiculous idea for a rap song, and I will write it. And the first one was a guy said, the amount of poop my toddler generates is astounding. And that's all he told me. So I wrote a song called Astounding Baby Poop. That was the first one. That was last February, I think, and I was going to do these more often. But now I'm actually going to do these more often. The second one, Carrie Dalby, who's another comedy musician, said, "Cupcake!" Just like that. It was all caps, exclamation point, "Cupcake!" So I decided I wrote a song called Cupcake!
Cupcake!
Yeah, and that's how it goes. So,
where can these be found?
These can be found on my YouTube channel on the internet, which just search for Devo Spice, it'll come up. I have no idea what the channel address actually is.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm planning to do more of these very shortly. So there will be more ridiculous rap showing up on YouTube.
Okay. And you also run thefump.com.
I run thefump.com. Yes, I do all the hard work behind the scenes that makes the Fump work. I design the website, I handle the scheduling, I handle the accounting, I produce the compilation CDs every 2 months. Anytime something breaks, I fix it. I'm in the middle of a website overhaul right now. I'm recoding the entire site in HTML5. We have a whole bunch of new features that we're planning to add. It's going to be great as soon as I have the time to do it.
You want to tell people what the Fump is exactly?
The Fump is the Funny Music Project. It's a website at thefump.com, thefump.com, and he's going to put a graphic right here. It says thefump.com.
Okay.
So now you have to do that.
All right.
So it's basically a website where a whole bunch of comedy musicians like me and Worm Quartet and a bunch of other people post funny songs as a free download twice a week. And then every 2 months we put out a compilation album. We sell higher quality downloads. We have subscriptions. People can sign up and get all the high quality downloads automatically, or all the compilation CDs automatically. And it's been running since 2007, and I'm currently finishing up production on volume 35.
So I was talking to a guy recently, and he found out I drive a Prius, and he made fun of me for it. Not because it's a hybrid, but because it's an automatic. He's like, "Dude, I could never drive an automatic. I gotta have a stick, man. I gotta have absolute control over what the car's doing, man." Yeah. I'm like, really? Because all I care about is that you hit the gas and it goes. So I told him I had manual windows. Because I need to have exact control over how far down the window goes, man. Right there, yeah. And no automatic door locks for me. I don't need all 4 of my doors opening with the push of a button. I want to have absolute control over what's locked and what's unlocked. I am so not a car guy. And the really funny thing about that is I used to work for BMW. And of course, everybody who works for BMW is totally into the cars, and I just wasn't. But they would talk to me like I was, because everyone else there was. She's like, "Hey Tom, have you checked out the new X3? It's got this super turbo hyperdrive and a 3.6 liter flux capacitor or something." I have no idea what they were talking about. But I turned it around on them and just started talking about Doctor Who. Oh man, the latest companion, he died, but then he was erased from existence. But then he was brought back as an auton, and he had to guard this giant cube for 2,000 years because the woman he loved was trapped inside. But then the whole universe was reset, and he came back as a human again, and then he got touched by a weeping angel and sent back in time, and he died of old age before he was born. And they would just smile and turn around and walk away, and I'd get back to work. Yeah, I love Doctor Who. The Weeping Angels, if you're not familiar with the show, are these alien creatures that are basically statues. And as long as you're looking at them, they can't move. The problem is you look at them and they're there, and then you look away and you look back and they're here. And then you blink and they're here. It's the scariest freaking thing, and they don't even move. And to this day, I can't walk through a public park and see a statue without peeing a little bit. So I had to write a song about Doctor Who for 2 reasons. 1, I love the show, but 2, I've always wanted to rap really fast with a British accent. Hello, I'm the Doctor. Just the Doctor, and this is my crew. How do you do? I'm just a madman with a box of big blue box, foxy and sexy, if you only knew. Yes, it's bigger on the inside. Ask Captain Jack. It's a great ride back in his mind. I reside in the Todd. His home is with a heart. Isn't like Lisa Simpson. I can see through time. I've been to the end of the universe and back again. Then reverse course and we arrive back where we started in the Todd. When people come on me, I really like to try to bring it back alive. So if you want to come get your things, I'll take you where the sky sings. Tell your mom that you ring around the cell. The things I can show you as I get to know you, but don't wait for me, because it never ends well. I am the doctor! No, of course you're not. But what's the spot on your hands? I guess I always talk this fast. All the chatter doesn't matter. I'm the only one who really understands. You see, I've got the big head, a very big head, a very large head with a very big brain. And if you look deep into my eyes, they're very old, as you might even see some little guys in the rain. That's what I do to survive on the day that I die, because it's what is inside that counts. Oh, and if you missed it, at one point I never existed and still made the wedding unannounced. I've stopped aliens and demons and the end of everything, and it barely even shook me up. So if you think you're crossing me, your loss it will be. I'm the doctor. Look me up. I am the doctor. I've seen, make your skin turn green like a Silurian. I've seen angels move, but if you think you've seen one, don't look away or even blink. I've seen a Dalek sunbathe to let loose. I've seen a crack scarier than any plumber could produce. I've seen vampires who are actually scary, and know they didn't sparkle like a dancing fairy. I've seen cat people and sentient trees, and I've seen the silence, but oh jeez, I forget. What were we talking about? Alright, me. I wear a bow tie now. Bow ties are cool, but oh my, whatever happened to my fez? I know I tend to die for the tie the high, but if you want to make it out alive, you'll do what the doctor says. So why is everyone still going on about my name? When I should be more concerned about the people made of plastic. After all, it rose by any other name would still be the bad wolf and still be fantastic. That's what my life is like. The cyber medicine tar is the hood and the headless monk. Sure, there's dangerous track, but there's a marvelous life, and you can ride along beside me if you want. So tell me now, where do you want to go from here? I'm on a lovely little planet where we won't get injured. I had a thought of the go to let Devo Spice play the doctor so I could be a ginger. I've always wanted to be a ginger. I am the doctor!
And why did you change the name from Sudden Death to Devo Spice?
Sudden Death was a group name. I was Devo Spice of Sudden Death. And I finally, decided, you know what, I'm not a group. It started getting confusing because there's death metal bands called Sudden Death. One of whom is actually a fan of mine. They wrote to me on MySpace back when MySpace was a thing, and they were like, we love what you're doing, dude. Totally worthy of the name Sudden Death. So I was like, that's awesome. But then I started seeing reviews on iTunes of like, who the hell are these guys? Are they the same ones that did this song? And no. And I was like, all right, it's time. I should have dropped the name 20 years ago when we actually were a group and it fell apart. But I just, as I said, I don't know how to quit. So I kept the name for far too long, and then finally in late 2008 I said, all right, that's enough. Enough of Sudden Death. I'm dropping the group name and I'm Devo Spice now.
How many people were in the band at the most?
5.
Wow.
It was
a real full band.
Not really a full band. It was me and a bunch of background vocalists.
Oh, okay.
Basically. We started as a trio, and originally it was a trio, the three of us dividing up the work evenly. And then when the trio fell apart, I was like, okay, my plan for the group was like a Digital Underground thing where you have Shock G and Humpty Hump as like the main rappers, and then you have Money B and all these other people, and Tupac was originally part of Digital Underground. That was my plan for Sudden Death. I was going to be the front man, and then there were going to be these other guys who came in as necessary, and I ended up doing all the work and everything, so it was like, nah. It wasn't worth keeping anymore.
Anything else people should know?
Devospice.com is where you can find me and all my crap. Thefump.com is where you can find me and a bunch of other people's crap. Look for the Ridiculous Raps on YouTube. And my album, Know 'Em Sane, is still awesome. If I do say so myself, because I have to, because I got to promote it.
All right.
So, thank you so much.
But I grew up in the 80s and I loved the 80s, and I figured it was time I should write down a song about the 80s while I could still remember them. And came up with this. What's with the kids today with the hair and the faces and the dubstep? What is that? Is that even music? I never thought I'd see today when I was in the thing today. A crap you to think the best when I was your age. Yet here we are. Movie sucks, TV sucks, I hate them all. Please don't get me started on the crap that's on the radio. There was no auto style is nothing but Delilah all night long. LL Cool J was hard as hell, and Ice Cube had a bad attitude as well. Now we making family comedies that feature farts, and these rappers who get rapper crapping all over the charts. You used to see me watching MTV, cause back then they played things I actually wanted to see. You know, like music videos and shows like Yo MTV Rap, instead of all this reality crap. It makes me wanna cry. Is it any wonder why that I would wanna go back in time like Marty McFly and dial 8675309 to call up Jenny and I'll make a mine. In the 80s, I'm talking about days gone by. In the 80s, when the woman's hand was high. In the 80s, in the 80s. What happened to good reality TV like Unsolved Mysteries? Who wants to watch a bunch of jackasses they don't like make a lot of money? This made me crazy, but I always thought my car would be kicked or possibly generally with Daisy in the back of it, but that just wasn't meant to be. So now I guess you'll see the stick figure decals on my SUV. Now that I got kids, you know what really makes me sore? There's nothing good on Saturday morning anymore. No Super Pranks, Scooby-Doo, Smurfs, or Bugs Bunny. CBS in the morning, that's supposed to be funny. But back then, as Ash said, everything was groovy. Back when there were only 3 Star Wars movies. Back before Attack upon the Holy Trilogy, when a computer vomited all over everything we see. I like Freddy Krueger, man, he gave me the creeps. I had computers with a green screen and only one beep. I see a kid on a bike and like everyone hollers. All together now, I want my $2. Time goes on and now those things are all gone. Now I'm yelling, telling kids to get the hell off my lawn. And yet despite all this time, one thing I still can't do is solve the damn Rubik's Cube. And I wanna go back in the 80s. Using words like fresh and whack in the 80s. In the 80s. I could never figure this thing out. How am I gonna... Where did this purple square come from? No Facebook or likes, no we went outside with no helmets on our bikes when we took them for a ride. No pictures of girls that were ostrich style. Yes, our girls were wild, but they actually smiled. No iTunes, no we went to the store. Used to plow through this huge pile of vinyl on the floor. No MP3, OMG or law. I'm not kidding, no we didn't have the internet at all. No internet. No internet. How the hell did we survive? Now that you mention it, I kinda like it here with 3,000 TV channels and the picture is clear. Plus Netflix and Hulu, movies on demand, more bad sci-fi than any man could stand. And while my friends are at the end of my house, I reckon I was at a time I never had to leave my house. I got a business that I run in my underwear from here. On this cushion of my couch is molded right to my rear. I used to be afraid to rush and blow us off the map. Now I shoot words of peace with an app. While I crap, I got real-time feeds for celebrity scandal. And all the free porn my bandwidth can handle. Yeah, music sucks today, but oh man, we had Tiffany, Debbie Gibson, and Wham. Plus the new kids on the block, Poison Warren, and even Milli Vanilli. Really, need I go on? Video games in my time were just fine, but I like how now a gun is drawn with more than just a line. And I can play it with my kids, 2 boys and a girl. You know I wouldn't give that up for the world. Back when SNL was good in the 80s. Pretending I was with the boys in the hood in the 80s. In the 80s. In the 80s. I wore clothes with a neon motif in the 80s. And I'm still asking where's the beef in the 80s. In the 80s. Okay, where was I? Alright, cats that look like Hitler.com. Certainly didn't have this in the 80s. Thanks a lot, everybody. My name is Devo Spice. I got CDs in the other room. I'm at DevoSpice.com.